Hi there, my friends. It is Jessica. This is I Read to Relax, and I am here with another rapid review for you. This is going to be my thoughts in 5 minutes or less on The Sky Beneath Us by Fiona Valpy. This is the first book that I've ever read by this author. It was a random book that I picked up, went to my local library, and I happened to browse the staff pick shelf. And I saw this one and I really love mountains. So the cover caught my eye immediately because of both the mountain and it's just this gorgeous blue color. I thought I would give it a try. It's something a little outside of my comfort zone, so to speak. This book has two different timelines. One that takes place in like the 1920s, and then the other is in 2020. So the first timeline is Violet Mackenzie Grant, and she is living in Scotland, and she is from a better, like, well-to-do family, but she hates sort of what's expected of her. So she really loves gardening and being outdoors. So she wants to go to the Edinburgh School of Gardening for Women. They've just opened and she's wants to take advantage. And her family sort of indulges her, even though they're not really happy about it. So we've got her storyline, and then the storyline that takes place in 2020 is from the perspective of Daisy, who is one of her like great relatives. So Daisy has been going through sort of a rough period in her life, and she had discovered like Violet's journals. And she and her mother read the journals and look at the photographs and things, drawings, I should say, that Violet sends back. Violet ends up going to Nepal and sending these letters back to her sister who's still in Scotland. So Daisy and her mom decide that they're going to take this trip to Nepal and go basically follow in Violet's footsteps, to get away, to explore, to find out more about their family history. But the global pandemic of 2020 happens as they are literally setting out on their trip. So Daisy makes it to Nepal, but her mom is unable to leave Scotland. So now you have Daisy on this journey in a foreign country during the pandemic, in this rocky part of her life. And she is writing, communicating back to her mom and her two daughters and like the family in Scotland. But she realizes that she has family in Nepal. Two storylines end up colliding. There's no time travel involved. They don't meet each other or anything, but Daisy gets to meet Violet's daughter who's still living, and like I said, the two families sort of begin to come together. I really enjoyed the way that this was told. I thought that both storylines were touching. It captured both the tough things that like a woman in the historic 1920s had to face, like wanting to be independent, wanting to do something outside of her station, and how much that was frowned upon. She goes on this adventure for love, and it's just heartbreaking, and beautiful. And then to see in the future how Daisy like sort of comes back into herself. It's about like learning about yourself and what's really important to you. And then her journey also to the country of Nepal and how that affected her life. And I just think it touched on so many great things, and like the fear of the unknown that everybody faced in 2020. That this was my first book from Fiona Valpy, but it's not going to be my last because I enjoyed this one. So that's my rapid review.